I'm now joined by a witness. Julia Cantin lives in Kamloops, BC. She heard the crash near her neighbourhood. Julia, thanks for giving us your time here on CTV News Channel. Can you walk us through what you heard, what you saw?
Yeah, so I was just in my room. I just gotten changed from my shower. And we heard this kind of, them coming through, that big loud noise we get echoing off of the mountains. And so we were like, oh, we should go watch them. And just as I'm walking outside, we hear this huge boom. And we come out and we just look down the street and there's just this big, huge thing of flames and smoke. And of course, our neighbors that we're pretty close with, she's a nurse, he is a firefighter, and he was on call. And so she immediately tries to get through 911. Doesn't. So she just calls his station right away and says, hey, there's a fire. Like, you need to get down here. And we're all running. Like, I don't even have shoes on, running down. And yeah, it was quite a scene. There was the fire, of course, but then one of the pilots had landed on a roof. And so there was the two people up on the roof with him. And it was quite emotional, quite scary. I was shaking.
I can't imagine, as you say, it went from one moment of let's go watch the snowbirds to unbelievable devastation. You mentioned that one of your neighbors there is a nurse. Were you able to have a chance to speak with her in terms of her assessment of the situation?
I'm not sure. She was more concerned about her husband going into the fire, I think, than the guy on the roof. He was being helped by two others, and the ambulance came nice and quick. So.
What have you been hearing from other people there? And I guess, what was going through your mind when all of this unfolded?
Well, hopefully that everyone got out safe, which was, I think everyone got out safe, so that was good. Mostly about the pilot and if there was anyone else in the plane. And I heard that there was another female in the plane that did not make it. But that's also just assumption from what I've heard. What I heard about the guy on the roof, that he may have broken his back and that he's gotten taken to the hospital. So.
This was something, as we've been speaking with other people as well, it was something that to help lift everyone's spirits as they've been there trying to let Canadians know that they're there and they're supporting them and they're supporting the frontline workers and healthcare workers. And then this ends up happening, Julia. What is it, having them being able to fly over in the skies as they were doing yesterday, what does that mean to you?
It was really neat. It was a cool experience. They came right, because we live right by the airport, right? They came right through and you could just hear them and you could hear people cheering, and it was just such a happy moment. And then for it to be, so tragic the next day, it's so sad how that kind of works, how, you can boost someone's morale one day and the next a tragic accident.
I'm sure, of course, this is going to be an extensive investigation, the area being cordoned off right now. How far are you from where the crash site is?
Yeah, it's just down the street, probably 8 or 9 houses, and then, the next street on. But yeah, they had it all blocked off. I couldn't walk down the street, really. They had to redirect traffic. It was quite a busy street here for a while. It's calmed down now, but everyone seemed to kind of want to migrate near it, and they were trying to get everyone out of the way because of gas lines and stuff. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was quite scary.
Can you describe to us when you did arrive on the scene, when you heard the bang, what you were looking at?
Oh, it was quite interesting. There was, you could see like a part of the plane was right in front of the house. The house was just engulfed with flames. There was an actual part of the plane across the street. It was just kind of broken apart. People, just trying to migrate towards it, which is interesting because you think people would want to back away, but they were just wanting to help, right? We have such a nice, happy, graceful neighborhood around here that they just wanted to come together and help as much as they can. And, we had to get everyone out of the way. But yeah, it was quite a scene.
Well, sure. We're so sorry that this has happened, of course, overall, and then that you've happening to witness this and see it there. But again, incredible how the neighborhood coming together to want to help and make sure that everybody is safe. And that's just, that's just a part and parcel of what Canadians do. Our hearts go out to the snowbirds and of course, to all of you as well, ensuring that everybody is safe. But Julia, we really appreciate you giving us your time today. We wish you and your family safety. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's Julia Cantin. She witnessed the crash taking place in Kamloops, BC.